Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie.
Hi, I'm Amina.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and together we are the Collective
Collective
Coaches.
coaches. We keep practicing trying to say it in unison, but we've figured out that perfection is impossible and we should not ask it of ourselves or of you. So we are the collective coaches, and as a group of coaches, we found each other because we have such similar beliefs, and we really like each other too. So our job is to support teams and folks in working to achieve goals.
That's right. And this approach emphasizes so much of our collaboration, shared experience, and often combines coaching styles and other modalities. So you get a good mix of everything with us.
And we are coming together to demystify what coaching is and is not, helping you navigate the landscape of support available. So, have you ever been unsure of which path to take? Today, we'll discuss two amazing guides for your life's journey. That is coaches and therapists. Knowing the difference can be like having a trusty roadmap in a world full of winding paths. Coaches don't provide answers. Instead, they ask powerful questions that unlock your potentials, while therapists help you process the past and pave the way for healing and growth. But both choices help you become self-aware. And Sarah, let's review the either similarities or the differences.
Thank you. I'd love to. I'll talk about the differences first. And I'd like to start with therapists. So, a therapist is helping their patients with certain dysfunctions and working towards healing. The therapist in this partnership is the one who has the answers, solutions, or techniques that would best fit different scenarios, whether it's diagnosing mental illness or navigating through behavioral challenges that the patient is becoming more aware of. This is a practice that focuses on the past and healing any traumas that might be presenting current day obstacles for their patient. And the support for a therapist is confined to the hour or so that they're in session with the client. So not much accountability outside of the session. But coaches have differences as well. And in the coach to client relationship, it is client driven. So this means the client is the expert in their lives. They know what answers or solutions work best for them. And if they get stuck, we as coaches are their thought partners. We answer very provocative, provoking questions.
Provoking. I like provoking
questions.
Yeah.
And I love giving reflections on what my client says to me. It leads to a lot of clarity and deeper understanding of what works best for them. So when they find the solution for them, they're less likely to abandon it or fail, basically. And it's also compounded with accountability in and outside of the session with your coach. So we want to make sure by the next session, you are getting to that goal or that milestone that you set for yourself. And we're very focused on the present and future in most of our session conversations. But Debbie, tell us a little bit more about the similarities.
So the reason why coaching and therapy get so confused is because there are some similarities that are significant. One of the main things we want to focus on is that in either place, you should feel safe. You need to feel safe in sharing with your therapist or your coach. And that's why considering who and how you find those professionals is really important. Confidentiality it should be guarded and well protected and very clear as you're engaging with either of those professionals. In any case, you want to move forward, right? So in order to move forward, you have to invest in yourself a little bit. So however much you put into coaching or therapy is what you're going to get out of it. If you give a little and don't do very much, you're gonna get a little instead of a lot. But if you really dig into the hard work in either setting, you're going to do great. And so one thing that to consider is the time commitment. Therapy, because you're accessing your past and working through healing, may actually take longer than coaching. You can have breakthroughs in any of the settings, but coaching typically runs on a shorter duration than therapy does. We're looking at about a 3-month commitment if you want real deep long-term change to come from it. So Sarah, how do I know? Which one am I going to do?
Well, you can do both. I benefit from having a coach and a therapist. I look at therapy as also some form of preventative healthcare because I need to make sure I'm filling up my cup and not go to a therapist when I'm completely depleted. But I also have big goals that I want to work on that don't necessarily need me to unearth my past and deal with the obstacles through that lens. But we've talked about some of the differences and similarities, and now it's time to kind of hone in on which one you want to search for first. So what we've done is created a worksheet, and there are 12 questions under both columns, therapy and coaching. For each question, based on its relevancy to you, go ahead and mark it 0 or 1. When you've answered all the questions, sum up both columns, and the one with the higher score is likely the modality that could serve you the best. And so let's say you've found coaching has the higher score. Your next job is to find a coach that resonates with you, that has a style or a technique that you think would be really beneficial. So for example, I'm a certified life and mindset coach. I help my clients who are in all sorts of personal or professional transitions try to shift their mindset out of a self-sabotaging or a negative spiral that can often lead them caged in their comfort zone. And I do this through teaching positive intelligence, not toxic positivity. And that in itself helps you pause the sabotage and move into a effective mindset. What about you, Amina?
I'm a life and clarity coach, and I guide my clients through grief. And grief shows up in different forms. It could be loss of a loved one, loss of a relationship, or a job. So together we established clear goals that empower them to navigate these challenges and cultivate a more fulfilling life.
And I am Debbie. And Amina, I really could have used you recently in my life as I had some loss that I didn't realize I was actually grieving through as we had a big move in our family. So with that in mind, I am also a coach, but I focus in on career and leadership. So I'm working with clients who are struggling to find balance between their work lives and their personal lives, that are maybe having a hard time with priority, time management, task management inside of the workplace, conflict, just any of those things when you've worked in a professional setting that you bring home with you, you think about at night. I'm working with those clients.
As we close, keep in mind the importance of choosing the right coach. So in our next episode, we'll help you identify the orange and the red flags in coaching. This could help you recognize when a coach is or isn't the right fit for you in your journey.
And this aligns with our mission of helping you see different modalities and styles of coaching while being aware of how to protect yourself from coaches who might be not following certain ethical practices or going through training and getting certified like we've gone through. What else does this bring up for you, Debbie?
I think for me, it's just really important that we protect the profession of coaching so that people who are seeking support inside of this profession know and can find a resource that's really going to help them. So we know that time is one of our biggest resources. And so we want to thank you for taking your time to spend with us to learn and to grow and to help us learn and grow too. So thank you for investing in yourself and celebrate being 1% better today. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.